Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel once again, cooking with TK. So it is so cold. I am having hot chocolate. Oh, it's so hot, very hot. And yeah. So if it is your first time joining me, thank you so much for taking time off your busy day to come to my channel and watch my videos. If it's not your first time joining me, well then welcome back, welcome back. Please do subscribe, like and share the video, and also tell your friends to tell their friends, because the more we are, the merrier. So today I took a topic I took a topic on single parenting. Yeah. So I took a topic on single parenting and what I had done. The reason that I'm actually posting the video so late is that I was actually doing my research on the topic. And as most of you know, I don't want to just Google topics, I don't want to just Google things that you guys want me to speak about. I want to speak to real people so that I can um, basically have real information, and also know that obviously things differ from person to person, unlike with Google where everything's just one under one umbrella. So I found real women, and then I asked them some questions with regards to single parenting. So basically, I think the title of this video will be uh, the title of this video will be the because basically what we're going to be discussing is, can can a man, okay, can a man raise a woman, can a man raise a girl child to be a woman that is deemed normal or socially acceptable, be a woman and not be manly? And can a woman raise a child, a son, a boy child basically, that is not too feminine, that is mainly as he should be as a man? Or do people that are raised by single parents, as obviously as children we take after our parents, do people that are raised by single parents tend to take from their parents, and obviously then making them either masculine when they don't need to be, or too feminine when they don't need to be? So I'm just going to derive from that, and I'm just going to make a topic for this video. I'm not sure what the topic is going to be just yet. So then I actually went to people, and then I asked them, mainly I was just asking them 3 questions. So yeah. So the first question that I was actually asking anybody, so firstly, just a bit of a background, I was raised by a single parent. Yes, I was raised by a single mother, and then, however, I was raised by a single mother myself, and then, but my little brother, he's not, because his father is present, and my mom, you know, is married to his father, my stepdad. So, but then my stepdad came into our lives, or into my mother's life, when I was like older. So basically, majority of my life, I was raised by a single mother. And obviously, me being a woman and my mom being a woman, it's not really that much of an issue. It's not really that much of an issue, because she molded me into the woman that I am. She molded me into the person that I am, and most of the things that I know I took from her. But now we're looking at a situation when it's the opposite sex, the child is the son. So a woman, a single mother raising a son. So then the question that I was actually asking people is, let's just see, I jotted it down here. So I just hope I'm not going to make a part 2 of this video, because it is a very sensitive topic, and then I jotted stuff down because I don't want to leave anything out. So what is the question? Okay, So, yeah, basically, in terms of single parenting, do you think a woman can raise a boy to be a good, quote unquote, normal or acceptable man without influencing him to be too feminine, as well as with a single father, can he raise a girl child without influencing her to be too masculine or manly? And then obviously people they gave their different opinions when it comes to that topic, but most people basically what they're saying, I just screenshot if I screenshot a few answers, and then one answer, okay, I screenshot a few answers. One answer was, yes, both women and men can raise their children single-handedly, vice versa. The only thing each one of them can be aware of when raising their kids is how they socialize with their kids, as um, with their kids, a theory called social. Okay, now this is okay. So this one I was asking someone who's studying something that is towards this, but okay, a theory called social learning theory, or you could say socialization. A child learns everything from the caretaker or first person they meet. You could call that the mothering process, which can be applied to both men and women. Can teach your children at a young age how to behave in a way that will groom them to be a better man. Raised by a single mother in a cold world, and a man can raise a wiser woman who can be able to stand for herself and perform, regardless of being called tatty, or shall I say inferior, yet still maintain her femininity. So, and then so basically what I actually got, because it's a lot of things. So basically what I actually got is that, being raised by a single parent actually affects people. It actually affects people. It actually affects a lot of us. And I think, with all the answers that I got, and also with my experience and with what I've seen, it has more visible effect, or it has more visible results when it's the opposite. Maybe the single mother is raising the son, and the single father is raising the daughter, because obviously as a woman, or as a woman, or as a girl child growing up, you need your mother for certain things. You need your mother to teach you certain things. You need your mother to teach you how to be a woman, how to carry yourself, and all of that stuff, while obviously your father cannot teach you that. And so as I was saying, so you need your mother to teach you all those things that I mentioned earlier. But then also there's things that you actually learn from your father. So for those girls that are raised by their fathers, by their single fathers, that is, they learn things from their fathers. However, I think I'm mostly going to look at a more of a single mother perspective, because whether we like it or not, right now we're growing in a culture or an age, or where there's a lot more single mothers than there is single fathers. um so basically women have actually taken roles of being both the mother and the father. So things that you could be taught by your father, your mother can teach you, even though it won't be the same, like it won't be 100% the same, but she can teach you things that your father could teach you. So that is for the girl child that is being raised by sorry that is for the girl child that is being raised by a single father. With a girl child that is being raised by a single father, I feel, and also with the answers that I actually got, because I mean, everyone, obviously, as a parent, you can raise your child, but also when it comes to certain things, when it comes to how they should be, in okay, sorry for all those distractions. So, as I was saying, so when you are a daughter that is being raised by a single father, um, with what I got from people, with what I got from people, and with what I've seen, I think as much as your father can raise you in a way that is good for you as a child, but now looking at it as in terms of you as a woman, there's a lot of things that obviously you kind of miss out on, and I feel that automatically you kind of bound to be a bit more masculine than other women that have their mothers, because there's just so much that a mother teaches you that a father cannot teach you. There is so much that a mother teaches you that a father cannot teach. And also in terms of how you interact with people, and also this actually affects your relationships that you have when you grow up, any type of relationships that you have when you grow up outside of home. So just to make it short, a father or a mother can be single parents to the opposite sex child, and they can raise the child, although the child won't be the same as the child that is raised by um, a single parent. I won't say both parents, a single parent but of the same sex. That is just the gist of it. That is just it. They can be raised, but then it won't be the same as someone, as a as a daughter, as a woman who is raised by a single mother, because your mother is there. And yeah, and then that was the first question that I was asking. And let's see, and then obviously there is some good in terms of how the person, or how the people are, or how the boy child is that is raised by a single mother, as obviously most people are raised by single mothers. So like this study said, um from my experience, men that are raised by single mothers tend to be more gentle, um, not really feminine, but they are just gentle and loving. I've never came across a man raised by his dad. Okay, know that. Okay, okay. And then this other one, for the answer for the first question is, the answer is definitely yes. However, when it comes to influencing, because obviously our parents influence us as to how we are and how we carry ourselves outside in the society. I think it's only natural that for that to take place, because children mimic what we do and say, which is why in most cases girls raised by their fathers tend to be a bit tomboyish, or more masculine, and boys raised by their mothers only may not all necessarily be feminine, but they're definitely more aware and sensitive to female things. So yes, so that is the answers from the subbies. Yeah, so as much as influencing goes, and as much as growing up as a child looking up to your parent goes, when it comes to these relationships of the single parents that are raising opposite sex children, they actually look up to them, so then they influence them to be in the way that they are. So if it's a single mother raising a boy child, the boy child is bound to be a bit more sensitive, or a bit more feminine, or a bit more yeah, they're bound to be just a bit more like women, or understand women more, or relate to women more. I remember one side was actually even saying that her brother was raised by a single mother, and then there are three girls, so it's three girls, it's him and it's his mother. So already from the time that this boy was born, he just, the first thing that he saw was women. And the first time he knew how to use a party, like a party, like a learning to go to the toilet and things like that, was, he would see women doing it. So then he ended up mimicking that, or taking that and doing what they do. So then obviously, then as time went on, they had to teach him that no, as a boy, this is how you are supposed to do it. So also I feel, in terms of also personal development, and mentally developing as a child, I think it takes, you're okay, yes, but then when it comes to looking at gender and things like that, it actually takes, some sort of teaching, or some sort of interacting, obviously, with the outside world, to make you then be different from your parent, and be the gender that you are, basically, and be the gender that you are. So that was the answer for the first question. And then the second question that I was asking was, let's see, single parents, and then, okay, so do you think men raised by single mothers differ from men raised by single dads? Yes, yes, okay. So definitely yes. Guys, men raised by single mothers, they differ. So, as we all know, both parents actually play a role in raising a child. And as much as right now we're in a culture where there's mostly single mothers, but also there is a role that fathers play. There's a role that fathers play, there's things that fathers teach for both genders when it comes to their children. So, if people that are actually raised by single parents, and the other parent is not present, they are bound to be different from people that are raised by both parents. They are bound to be different, in terms of their thinking, in terms of their understanding, in terms of their view of the world, in terms of how they view themselves. Some effects are positive, some are not so positive. Just like I said, when it comes to being masculine, as a woman, if you are raised by your father, you're just surrounded by this masculine energy. Now it could be positive, because when you grow up and you go outside, and you now looking for a mating partner, or you're looking for like a husband, you kind of have that thing of, you know what to look for, because you've got a very good relationship with your father. However, also, you tend to have that masculine energy, because you grew up mimicking the first person that you saw, and that was your father. The first person that was in front of you, and that was your father, and the person that was there with you all the time, and that was your father. Just like with the boys that are raised by their mothers, when it comes to looking for partners, I mean, it's psychologically proven that when we look for mating partners, or when we look for husbands and wives, and life partners, we look for people that are more like our parents. We look for people that are more like our parents, uh, while also ourselves, we are more like our parents, because we looked up to our parents from the start till, well, we left home, or till we grew up. So it does have its positives, and it does have its negatives, and obviously I won't mention all of them in this video. um, and I know that this is a sensitive topic, so basically this is just an open discussion. You can just tell me what you think about it on a comment section below, and if maybe you've got an experience that you want to share, or your opinion, you actually are very much welcome to comment it on a comment section below. Or maybe if you're a single father and maybe you're going through some challenges, because obviously also as parents, I feel as parents also you go through a lot of challenges. Like this other woman that I was speaking to, she was telling me that she's raising two boys. She's raising two boys, and as much as she teaches them all these things, but some things are a bit challenging for her because she's a woman. She never experienced them, so she can't really give advice on certain things. She can't really teach them certain things. She can only just tell them, or just hope on that someone is able to tell them and make them understand. And obviously as men and women we don't think the same. So maybe if you've got challenges that you go through, maybe you can comment in the comment section below. Maybe there's someone who would be able to assist you. So that will be all for now. I still love you guys so much. Please keep those suggestions coming and keep safe, and that'll be all for now. Bye.